Welcome to what is the biggest game of the season so far, as the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the road to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. These teams met up in this same building in last year's AFC Championship game, when the Steelers eliminated the Jaguars from the playoffs. In today's matchup, both teams enter with 4-1 records leading their respective divisions. And we'll see if the Jaguars can solve the Steelers this time. We're underway from Pittsburgh, and from 9 yards deep, here's Tavon Austin. He cuts it back to the inside and is wrapped up after crossing the 20. And here is the Jaguar offense that hasn't been as productive the last 2 weeks. They need to be better as the Jaguars hope to bounce back after their first loss of the season. They begin on the ground as TJ Yeldon is wrapped up after a 4-yard carry, now at 440 yards on the year. From a 2 tight end look to the outside, Mason connects with Emmanuel Sanders, the ex-Steeler, for 13 yards and the game's first down. And a 3-wide look now, Mason down the middle and off the hands of Julius Thomas. It looked like a defender also got a piece of it. And here is the Pittsburgh defense. Cameron Hayward leads them up front. They are without Mike Daniels today. Bud Dupree, their star pass rusher, is there on the outside, and a pretty solid secondary with Deontay King and Jimmy Dean on the outside. 3rd down Jaguars, they need 8. Everybody covered, Mason flushed outside, and he gets rid of it, bringing this possession to an end. This is a complete Steeler team. We know how good the defense is, but of course their identity now lies with the offense. Here is Pittsburgh's first possession. Le'Veon Bell to the left of Ben Roethlisberger. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger down the field and incomplete. Looking for Mike Williams up the seam. Jacksonville has had trouble slowing down this offense in the past, and this year they've added Lael Collins to the offensive line and have swapped out Martavis Bryant for Jordan Matthews. Virgil Green starts at tight end. 2 receivers left on 2nd down. There's pressure. Roethlisberger fires outside, and that's complete to James Jackson. Despite 2 defenders applying pressure, a perfect throw gets the conversion. And a flag flies in here on 1st down as Fitzgerald jumped. There's a free 5. This is Le'Veon Bell, the NFL's premier back, and he picks up around 2 on his first touch. At their own 47-yard line, now a 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger complete, and that is Jordan Matthews with the 1st down reception, working against Josh Buchanan on the slant. 8:42 to go in the opening quarter. Fake from Roethlisberger. He's going deep, and the pass is intercepted. Reggie Nelson takes it away for his first of the season. Looking for Jordan Matthews on consecutive plays. But the veteran Reggie Nelson comes through again. Jaguars take over at their own 15, and this is TJ Yeldon off tackle. 3 defenders there at the 20 as Yeldon picks up 4. Trips left, now on the shotgun. Here's Mason on 3rd and 4. Good protection and a conversion. That is Marquise Lee down the middle with the 1st down pickup. Jaguars at their own 29, a stacked look. Mason again with protection, completes the pass, and that is Marquise Lee for another 1st down to the 40. Look at this, 8 defenders in the box as the Jaguars toss it out, and Denard Robinson loses 5. That was Bud Dupree. They were not set up for that defense whatsoever. Facing a 3rd and 10, 4-man rush. Mason outside, that's Marquise Lee again with the 1st down. And he's inside of Pittsburgh territory to the 40. Let's take a second look. He and Julius Thomas were in the same location. Lee makes the grab, the defender jumps a little bit behind. And the Jaguars are driving. Blitz picked up. Mason checks it down. Here is TJ Yeldon getting around 6. They have the box stacked once again. They keep it on the ground. Here's Yeldon off tackle. This time with good blocking picked up. He's all the way into the secondary. And down to the 13. It's a 21-yard run. 2 tight ends, Riley in motion, and the tailback is Calvin Ford. And there's nowhere for him to go. Great job filling by the defenders. From the Pittsburgh 12, it's 3rd down and 9. 4-man rush to the end zone. Off the hands of Allen Robinson and incomplete. Mason put that pass right where it needed to be, but Robinson couldn't come through. 3-0 Jaguars here in the 1st quarter as Pittsburgh takes over. This is Le'Veon Bell, and look at all the Jaguars there in the backfield. That's how you defend against the best back in the league. 2 receivers left, Roethlisberger fakes. He's going long for Antonio Brown, and he makes the catch deep at the Jaguar 35. Bell had trouble locating the football as Brown went up to get it, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are looking to answer. They're in field goal range. Off the fake again, going deep for Brown in the end zone. This time Bell locates the football and knocks it away. Gonna be fun to watch those two this entire game. Now second down, slant, caught Jordan Matthews. They make it third and manageable. I think everyone knows where this ball is going. 3rd and 3, Le'Veon Bell up the middle. He gets the first down, despite the Jaguars knowing that was going to happen. At the 21, Bell again off tackle, breaks the tackle, and he's down to the 15, gain of 6. Another 3rd and short. 3 tight ends as they toss it. Bell to the outside. Ryan Shazier is there to take down his ex-teammate. And the Jaguars come up with a huge red zone stop. Now 3 apiece here in the second quarter as the Jaguars open up. 2 tight ends, handoff Yeldon. Angling right. Good pickup on first down as he gets 7. Same look on second down. Now they run left. Yeldon following Linder and Michael Riley. He gets the first down, this time picking up 8 yards. 49 yards on the ground so far for Yeldon. Now they go back to the air, and that's a first down in the Steeler territory. Emmanuel Sanders to the 49. They open things up a bit more. 3 receivers, but another run. Off tackle goes Yeldon. With more running room, he gets around 7 on this carry. Impressive running on this possession, now 3rd and 1. Yeldon again, he gets another conversion as the Jaguars are down to the Pittsburgh 37. 6:40 to go in the second quarter as Calvin Ford gets a handoff and runs into a bunch of Steelers. Maybe a 1-yard gain. Robinson now in the game at tailback. Mason to the air and complete. This is Sanders. Close to the marker, it'll be 3rd and short again. 8 in the box on 3rd and 2. Ford the back. They go weak side, and that was a horrible decision. And it'll bring out Jason Myers again. A 49-yard try between the hashes. And this kick is good. The Jaguars back in front, 6-3. Pittsburgh takes over. They open up empty. 4:46 to go in the half. And Roethlisberger to the outside. That is incomplete. Bell defending against James Jackson. 3rd down and 6. Trips left. Flag down. Going deep. That's Matthews. Into Jaguar territory. A first down pending the penalty. It came in very early. It's a hold on Nate Bell, and the play is going to stand. Bell was holding Jackson on that last play. Now an inside handoff and some room here for Le'Veon Bell as he picks up the first down. One of his best runs. It goes for 12. They're at the Jacksonville 30. Good protection and a completion down inside the 20. This is Jordan Matthews once again. Roethlisberger now 7 of 11 in the air. 2 minutes left to go. The blitz is picked up, and Jackson makes the catch in the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. And they're back in front. If you're going to blitz Big Ben and the Steelers, you better get there. The Jaguars didn't. 10-6 here in the first half as Denard Robinson gets another carry, but a flag is down again. And this gain is coming back. Now they get Lakeith Mason on a hold. Various issues continue to arise with this offense. 1st and 20. Mason outside. That's complete. Allen Robinson getting back the lost yardage and then some, making this a more manageable 2nd down. Robinson in lead to the left. Mason looking for Lee, and it's off his hands. There were Steelers there in the area. Maybe he heard footsteps or saw the defenders. Nonetheless, it's incomplete. 3rd down. Needing 4. That is off the mark and incomplete. This time wanting Emmanuel Sanders, and he couldn't get around Curtis Lofton for the football. Pittsburgh does have time to add more points. 56 seconds on the clock. Ben Roethlisberger with time completes the pass. That's Virgil Green, putting the Steelers into Jaguar territory. They call a timeout. Still 2 timeouts remaining for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger back to pass as the rush is picked up, and the diving Virgil Green has another big catch for a first down. Now at the Jaguar 29. Good protection. Roethlisberger outside for Jordan Matthews, and they're down to the 6. Now they're hurrying things up. Not much time left. 4 seconds. Roethlisberger to the end zone. That's Virgil Green. Touchdown Pittsburgh. 2 possessions to end the first half, both touchdowns for the Steelers, and they have pulled ahead in this one 17-6. We've seen the Jaguar offense struggle in the last couple weeks. They need to figure things out in the second half because Pittsburgh already has. The Jaguars have scored 36 points over their last 6 quarters. And we all know you don't beat this Pittsburgh team with field goals. We'll see the Jaguar offense again in a little bit, but the Jaguar defense needs to make something happen here to begin the third quarter as Gordon Solomon makes the tackle, and he is down. Solomon's tried working his way up the depth chart. He mainly plays special teams, and hopefully he's all right. The drive is underway from the 24 play fake. Everybody going deep, but pressure gets there, and Big Ben is sacked by Antoine Dunn. He beat Maurkice Pouncey and Le'Veon Bell on this play. Can this help the Jaguars get out to a good start in this second half? 19 yards to go. Roethlisberger going deep for Matthews. It's broken up by Josh Buchanan. As expected, they've gone after the secondary looking for big plays, but they haven't gotten very many. Now it's 3rd and 19. Roethlisberger again back to pass. Looking outside. That's incomplete for James Jackson. Brown and Bell there on coverage, and Jacksonville does come out and get a quick 3 and out. Can the offense do their part now? 1st and 10. Mason pressured, gets it away, and that's Emmanuel Sanders for a big play down inside the 30 of Pittsburgh. 42 yards there from Mason to Emmanuel Sanders. They're now in field goal range. Let's hope they don't settle for it. Now they go back to Yeldon, but he runs into Mason and didn't get very far. No gain. 3rd and 7. Stack formation to the right. Mason back to pass. Check down. There's Yeldon. He gets the first down and is inside the 10 as he comes through again in the passing game. Goal to go now for Jacksonville. Again from the stack formation. Down the middle. That's a touchdown to Maurkice Lee. Great start to the second half by Jacksonville, and Lee has been a big-time contributor today. They're going for 2, trying to make this a field goal game. Blitz picked up. Mason to Maurkice Lee once again. The 2-point conversion is good. 17-14. Now we'll see if the Jaguars can keep this up. Pittsburgh ball and a completion here as Mike Williams has the first down. Gain of 10. At their own 38-yard line, here's a run. This is Le'Veon Bell off tackle. He cuts upfield and has another Steeler first down. They are out to their own 49. Under center, Roethlisberger back to pass. The rush gets there, and Telvin Smith delivers the hit. Jared Odrick had a chance at an interception there. Couldn't come through. It's 2nd and 10. Fake to Bell. Roethlisberger going deep again. That's caught near the sideline by Antonio Brown. You can see him run past Nate Bell. Sergio Brown was distracted by Jordan Matthews. Really good route combination there. Back on the ground, this is Le'Veon Bell, but not getting much as Shazier was the first one there. Brown makes the stop. Stacked look, 3rd and 5. They want the screen. Or maybe not. Roethlisberger has all day. Now he throws to Bell, and it's a first down. He gets away and is down to the 4-yard line. That was only a 2-man rush. I think Gilbert Collins was supposed to rush, but he just dropped back. Now it's 1st and goal. They have the pressure on Ben Roethlisberger, and he's sacked this time by Telvin Smith. And Roethlisberger is now shaken up. He was tackled onto his throwing shoulder, and we'll see what the situation is with Ben Roethlisberger. But now Tom Savage enters the game, and he hands it off. Here's Bell breaking a tackle to the goal line and stopped at the 1-yard line. 2 tight ends on the field, 3rd and goal. Le'Veon Bell into the end zone, powering through Derek Marks. And the Steelers are back in front by 2 scores. Even when you know he's getting the football, Le'Veon Bell is so tough to stop. The Steelers are in front by 10. Can the Jaguars answer again? 2:46 to go in the 3rd. That's complete underneath, and Julius Thomas is brought down. Solid tackle in the open field. 3rd down and 4. Holiday in the game. Against the zone. That's complete. Allen Robinson with running room gets across the 40 for a gain of about 17 yards. 2 receivers right, including Holiday. They go counter. Following the Keith Mason, this is TJ Yeldon picking up around 3. Three wide set, 2nd down and 7 as they blitz to safety. And Mason goes to the outside. That is Emmanuel Sanders putting the Jaguars back into Steeler territory. Another promising possession being put together. Now a play fake. Mason down the middle for Holiday, and he overthrew him. They had a chance, but the throw wasn't even close. An empty look now on 3rd and 11. A 3-man rush to the outside. That's on the money. 1st down, Allen Robinson. After a bad pass the play prior, a perfect throw there from the Taki Mason. Trips right on 2nd down. Mason down the middle, and he completes the pass to Emmanuel Sanders. They get 8. Looking for another conversion, 3rd and 5. Steelers bring 4. Mason steps up and completes. That's Marquise Lee, providing a major impact in today's game. 1st and goal. 10.5 minutes to play in today's game here against the blitz. Down the middle and incomplete, off the hands again of Allen Robinson. He's now dropped 2 potential touchdowns. From the empty set, 2 tight ends on the field. Mason puts it up in the corner, and it's intercepted but out of bounds and incomplete. 3rd and goal. Can they find the end zone this time? Mason down the middle and incomplete again. Michael Riley couldn't hang on. He wouldn't have made it there anyway. The Jaguars call on Jason Myers again, and he hits his 3rd field goal of the day. It's a 7-point game here in the 4th quarter. Big news for the Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger will not return to today's game, so they're relying on Tom Savage and likely a lot of this man here, Le'Veon Bell, as he gets 8 yards. In the I formation, Savage fakes. He's going deep in double coverage. Tipped again and almost intercepted. Come on, Sergio Brown. He nearly had it. The box is stacked on 3rd and 2. They give it to Bell, and he picks up the 1st down with ease. Excellent run blocking up front. They're out to their own 39. Savage gives to Bell again, who gets away from defenders in the backfield and picks up another Steeler 1st down. This looked like for sure a tackle for loss, but he makes a quick move to get away from Dante Fowler and other pursuing Jaguars. At the Jaguar 44, Bell running into his own man, and this time can't find any room. No gain. Inside 7 minutes to play, a 3rd down. Savage forced to throw. With time, he misses his receiver, and the Jaguars have caught their biggest break of the day. Pittsburgh now has to punt. It's Jaguar ball here in the 4th quarter, trailing by 7. Trying to tie this game up. 6 minutes left to play. 4-man rush and a quick throw for a 1st down. This is Julius Thomas, getting the Jaguars out to the 24. 2 receivers left and a handoff right. Here is Yeldon angling outside and brought down near the 30-yard line, getting 6 yards. 4 minutes on the clock. 3rd and 1. Calvin Ford carries and converts, powering up to the 40-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain for the rookie. Ford still in the game. They go back to him. Now angling right again to the 45 and stopped there after a 5-yard pickup. We are nearing the 3-minute mark. 2nd down and 5. Here's a blitz. It's picked up. Mason works to his left and misses Marquise Lee well in front there. And it's 3rd down. They open things up empty, needing 5. Mason down the middle. It's T.J. Yeldon coming through once again. He and Marquise Lee have really lifted the passing game here today. 2:19 to play. They hand it off, and Yeldon falls forward, getting 5 yards. At the Steeler 37-yard line, Mason back to the air. Good protection, and a 1st down. Marquise Lee again down to the 21. 16 more yards. We're now inside of 2 minutes as Yeldon carries again. Stumbling forward, he only gets 2 on 1st down. Receiver stacked right, 3rd down and 8. Good coverage. Pressure there, and Mason's throw is knocked away by Curtis Lofton. He was looking for Emmanuel Sanders. Lofton just got a hand on it, forcing 4th down. 2 tight ends, empty shotgun. Here's Mason needing a play, and he's got it. Allen Robinson down inside the 5. 1st and goal, Jacksonville. They need to find the end zone now. And they toss it out, and Cameron Hayward's out there for a 6-yard loss on Yeldon. Nobody blocked him. It's 2nd down and goal from the 9. Check down, TJ Yeldon tries to make a move, can't get past the defender, but the Jaguars are now at the 4. Trips right, including Thomas. Here's Nataki Mason. He wants Yeldon, but he couldn't hang on. He was right at the goal line. It's 4th down again for the Jacksonville Jaguars. This needs to be a touchdown. Tavon Austin in the game. This is it. Mason back to pass. Flushed, off balance, and incomplete in the end zone. Looking for Allen Robinson. It looked like Dean got a hand on it. Both had a chance to make the play here. And the Jaguars turn it over on downs. Their only hope now is to use all 3 of their timeouts, get these stops, and hope for maybe one play. 3rd down and 9, 11 seconds, and here is Montrell Sapp. He's brought down with 7 seconds on the clock, and it all comes down to a punt. The Steelers want a bunch of hang time here, preferably out of bounds. But it goes down the middle. It does have the hang time. This is the last play of the game. Tavon Austin making a move and wrapped up. The game is over. The Pittsburgh Steelers again defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars. This time by a score of 24-17. They faced off 3 times the last 2 years, and the Steelers have won all 3 meetings. Again, the Jaguars didn't get the showing from the offense that they needed. They scored a touchdown on their first possession of the second half, and it was their only touchdown of the game. They missed a lot of offensive opportunities in this game. Allen Robinson had a drop in the end zone, one at the goal line, couldn't come through on that last play, although Jimmy Dean made one heck of a play to knock it away. There was the Nataki Mason miss for Keaston Holiday. And I made some bad decisions trying to set up our running game, and it cost us on some big negative plays. Those 2 tosses failed, and then there was the weak side play to Calvin Ford. Sometimes I look at the way things are aligned, and I expect things to be blocked a certain way, but then one guy gets double teamed, someone gets freed up, and that's what happened on at least one of the plays. Defensively, I was happy we held the Steelers to 24 points. Le'Veon Bell did have a good second half, but didn't have over 100 yards. And you likely saw that we had a lot more 3-3-5 this week, which was a new package I put into the playbook, specifically to have a nickel formation with our 3 linebackers out there, and hopefully that helps things a bit. But the Jaguars are now 4-2, and here is the status on Gordon Solomon. It is a 6-week injury, already simmed forward to week 8, by the way, past the bye. So he's going to miss 6 games. And I should go and try to find a corner to sign. Next episode, the Jaguars take on the 4-2 San Diego Chargers, who will be without Keenan Allen and Cecil Shorts, leaving them pretty thin at wide receiver. My focus, however, is on the Jaguar offense and hoping they return to form soon, as they have not done a great job this year putting up points. And specifically the last couple of games, they haven't been able to come through in key situations, and they have put themselves in tough spots late in games. Marquise Lee did do a great job in today's game, and he should continue to see many opportunities. And we need more consistency from Allen Robinson, especially down near the red zone. Another big takeaway from this game is that Ben Roethlisberger did not return once he was injured in the 3rd quarter, and he suffered a ruptured disc. The Steelers are now 5-1, but Roethlisberger will miss the next 6 weeks, and that could have a big impact on the AFC playoff race. Another key matchup is up ahead in Week 8 with the Jaguars taking on the San Diego Chargers, and that episode will be on my channel Sunday. Thank you all for watching. That is it for today. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, comment below any feedback you have, and subscribe. I will see you guys on more Jaguars franchise soon. Have a great day.